like to thank you and the gentleman before me for coming out and standing up here and tolerating this conduct. And there's a way to discuss your issues in a civilized way, but I am just beyond appalled about how things have happened this evening. At the core, I said I used my 60 seconds. At the core of this nation, this world's issues, is a turning our backs on God. God is in control of the weather. God created the heavens and the earth. I'll keep talking. Won't get to the other side. And I've read the Constitution over, which, by the way, was steeped, if you look into your history and do your lessons, was steeped in biblical precepts. So our laws, and there's nowhere in the Constitution that it gives the right to any of the things I've heard here this evening. It does not. It's very, very specific to our federal government, whose main job is to protect us from foreign and domestic enemies, not to provide us with every little want or need we think we have. That is not your job, the federal government. And as to the criminal issues here in California, we can thank Governor Brown, who has given us AB 109, Prop 2007 through the voters, and Prop 57 through the voters, which is released onto innocent people, all sorts of criminals running amok in this state.
My second call. I was with the one in Nevada City, and I have to say that I find the religious invocation at the beginning to be disturbing in where we should have separation of church and state at a state event. Your voting.
The House of Representatives opens with an invocation. Most city council meetings. Many things in this country traditionally have began with one. So
it's disturbing. Your voting record shows that you have voted in lockstep with the President's agenda at every possible opportunity. Would you please describe how being a follower of the President with the lowest approval rating in history makes you a good leader worthy of our support for re-election?
Well, first of all, he's only been in office about 3 months. The legislation starts in the House or the Senate and goes to the President, so it doesn't necessarily have his stamp on it before it leaves our House. So the legislative process starts in the Capitol, goes to. So when you choose to follow whoever you wish to and their philosophical beliefs, mine follow a pretty conservative way of doing things, and so whoever coincides with that, great, we'll work together.
What about do you have your own thoughts, your own opinions that differ from the President's agenda?
I haven't even fleshed out what completely he wants to do yet. So, I'm not talking about infrastructure, like repairing our dam, building our highways, building more water storage, having a healthcare system that people can afford, having a school system that gives people choices where they can send their kids, having the freedom in this country, whether that's the Second Amendment or First Amendment, all those issues that I'm for, that are constitutional and made our country as strong as it is back when it was formed 230 plus years ago. So I don't follow any particular person's agenda because I stand for my own, and when I'm up for election every 2 years, I present my ideas to the voters, and they say yay or nay.
Thank you. My name is Karen Duncanwood, and I'm from Paradise. It's hard to know where to start with you, Congressman. I've been in touch with your office for many years. Usually I get pushed aside. I have to call your Washington office to find out your position on anything, and they won't tell me yet until after the vote. So that's very disturbing. It's important to be transparent with your constituents, even though we're not one of us. I always wondered what that slogan meant, such a divisive slogan. Who is the us that we're not, that you're one of and I'm not? I want you to know that I was a civil rights worker in 1964. The sheriff's deputies burned down the church I taught freedom school in. They wore Klan robes by night. I'm very concerned with the right to vote. The Republican Party has introduced 32 state measures to restrict the vote. I don't understand how you can do that. There is lots of people who don't have birth certificates because they were burnt up in fires a long time ago, or they had home births because they couldn't get into the White Hospital near them. I come from a family of 5 veterans. You always vote against veterans' benefits. My youngest brother committed suicide 2 years ago. There isn't any mental health system in this country. You know it. You've known it all your life in office, and you've done nothing about it. So I would just like to say that I also have a son with a disability who uses a wheelchair and speaks through a computer. He's on the National Self-Advocacy Board, and he's going to your meeting in Reading Wednesday night. And I hope you call on him because...
What's his name?
Ryan Duncanwood.
I think I met him in Washington here recently.
Yes, you did, on your way out. He has tried to meet with you 5 times, and 5 times you haven't had time for him. So I just want you to know that I was ready to die in peace once my son had a place to live that he couldn't be kicked out of, and they had Medicaid. He has a small business. You don't see him as a small businessman. He does, but he also gets Medicaid and Medicare. And when I called your national office and talked to your national legislative director on health care, she told me that you were going to vote for Trump care even after it was gutted. You should be ashamed.
Conservatives and Republicans seem to think that Muslims are terrorists. Black people are thugs. They've made this very clear, because if we dream and work hard enough, racism will cease to exist. However, a white boy shoots up a black church, a school, a movie theater, and he's not a terrorist, he's a lone wolf. They also made it clear that it is not a gun issue, it is a mental health issue. That is what they tell us. Yet Trump Care has no interest in making any sort of improvement to our mental health research and help for those in mental and emotional need.
Get off the drugs. That will help.
I'm curious about your views. You swear by this so-called reform. It's either a mental health issue or a gun issue. So since you don't care about mental health, does this mean you're against the Second Amendment? Because you might have some explaining to do with your Republican friends. Know this, LaMalfa. Your community is filled with women, people of color, women, LGBT people, and people with mental and physical disabilities. We exist, we are here, we are legal, you work for us, but not for long!
If you were listening, you would have heard we fought very hard for a good mental health bill, and we've succeeded in getting it through the House and Senate.
We are pushing 7 o'clock, so we are pushing 7 o'clock. We're on it.
Hello, Mr. LaMalfa. My name is Blue.